She knows.
What? I can't hear you.
The tears were falling down her face, her hand over her belly as she tried to figure out what this meant for her, and especially what this meant for her unborn child. I said she knows! Main chick versus side bitch. Chapter 40. Dawn. Dear Miss Powell, thank you for your dedication, but effective immediately, I will no longer need your services. Dawn read over the letter in disbelief. The last time she saw Kiera, she was giving her a week off, and now, today, in the mail, Dawn receives a certified letter with a forced resignation. She was already having a bad day, but this made it worse. She had morning sickness so intense that she couldn't get dressed without vomiting. Pregnancy books were all over her room, with a trash can planted by her bed, just in case she couldn't make it to the bathroom. Now, as she's trying to get her energy up, she gets a knock at the door with this letter. "This is bullshit," she said aloud to the room. She had been dodging Orlando, trying to figure out what she was going to do when out of nowhere, Kiera released her of her services for a week. Now the letter with no explanation of why she was being terminated. She dialed Kiera's number, readying herself to ask for an explanation when she heard her front door slam. Dawn thought she had to be hearing things. "Hello?" Dawn yelled out, and she looked for something to protect herself, but there was nothing at her disposal but a thick pregnancy book. "Baby, it's me. I'm home." She hadn't heard his voice in so long, but the closer the steps got, the more she drifted into a panic. "Paul?" "Yeah, baby, it's me." He was in her bedroom in full uniform, but she still didn't believe he was real. "Oh my God!" Dawn jumped into his arms, and they squeezed each other tight. "What are you doing here?" "Baby, I had to come home, make sure you're okay. I came back to..." He stopped mid-sentence and eased her back to the floor as he looked over the bed. Every pregnancy book in God's creation was scattered across the sheets. "What's this?" Dawn could tell he was already putting two and two together. Looking from the bed back to her, she had no words to explain what was going on. Are you... Dawn didn't know what to say. Her stomach had already began poking out, and the evidence was all over the bed. "Oh, shit! That's why she pulled the strings," Paul said. "Who? Wait a minute." He began rubbing his head. "How far along are you?" He wanted to know immediately. "I haven't been home in a year," and Dawn wanted to lie, but there was nothing she could say. She was stuck with the truth. You cheated on me?" It was more of an accusation than a question. "Baby, She reached out to touch him, but he pushed her away. Paul still had his uniform on, looking quite handsome, but the devastation on his face was like someone had died. "I knew it," Paul said, shaking his head, his hands balling up into a fist of rage. Baby, please calm down. It just happened. It's a long story." Before she could say another word, Paul grabbed a small glass from the nightstand and threw it down on the floor. Dawn jumped on the bed in fear of the glass and the man in front of her. He didn't step toward her. Instead, he glared at her, almost growling his words like an angry junkyard dog. "And it's your boss that was trying to get me home to help you. I bet you didn't tell her it's not my baby." "What?" "You heard me. People try to help you and you always fucking shit up. I want your ass out of here by the end of the week." Paul stomped out of the house, slamming the door, but what he said left Dawn's ears ringing. What did he mean my boss got him back here? She thought about it and it all made sense. Why would Kiera give her the week off? And why had she been so nice lately, asking her more and more about Paul? That bitch. She knows. Dawn scrambled to her feet, avoiding the broken glass to get to her phone. She had to tell Orlando. His phone rang a bunch of times before she heard loud music come on the line.
"Hello?"
She knows.
"What? I can't hear you."
The tears were falling down her face, her hand over her belly as she tried to figure out what this meant for her, and especially what this meant for her unborn child. I said she knows.
No, knows what?
Dawn tried to tell him, battling with the loud music and her failing voice mixed with angry tears. But Orlando had no time for her to get the words out. She knows. I'm telling you, she knows. And my husband just came home. And I'm letting you know. I'm so mad. I can't believe this. And I told you about her. She's evil. Why are you marrying her?
Look, I'll call you later.
Orlando promptly hung up, leaving Dawn staring at the phone in disbelief. Orlando! 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 Dawn screamed, but he wasn't there. No, God. I can't do this alone. I can't do this alone. She tried calling again, hitting redial over and over, but there was no answer. She was now pregnant, unemployed, soon to be homeless, and probably divorced. You bitch! You gonna pay for this? She screamed through the house. You wanna play, bitch? She went to her dresser, pulling out a gun from her drawer and counting the bullets. Then, bitch, we can play all right.